Good morning. It is Wednesday. I'm looking. November 18th, 2020. My name is Terry Morgan. We are here to practice Taiji. Sometimes I have to check. I knew it was Wednesday, but the days kind of run together. Alright, so we have, this morning we have our stretches. We'll do a little bit of leg work. Maybe, and then form practice. And then I'm going to return to, last day of this, I'm going to return to some of the leg work that we were doing yesterday and maybe a couple other things, so that really want to pay attention this week. I'm going to change it next week. Really want to pay attention this week to where the opportunities are to strengthen the muscles, tendons, and ligaments in the leg, so that as we choose, not as the body decides we're going to be limited to, but as we choose, we can move to whichever position we want to move to. I understand. Trust me, I understand. I can't do everything that I could do 30 years ago, so there's that. Put my coffee down, get started with the stretches. Oh, don't do that. I haven't talked to my cat. Told her not to claw at the furniture. Okay, so at the beginning of these sessions, I think it's important to give a little bit of an introduction and to also say a few words. It may be this is the first time that somebody has decided to watch my stream, and that little part of introduction I think is helpful. So, with that said, feet about shoulder width apart. Arms down at your sides, relax. And yeah, it's a little chilly here this morning. Arms down at your sides, relax. Circle the center. And come back. Up along the center line. Reach out. Bend the knees. Relax the back. Open the hip. Relax the breath. Connect the breath and the movement. Follow the circle. One more time. Reach out, pull up, follow the space between your hands, smooth and continuous. Fingertips reach up, elbows drop down, fingertips drop down, wrists, inward circle, follow the fingertips down. It's as if your fingertips are heavier and are pulling you down. Literally want to follow your fingertips down. Stretch out, use the legs, arch through the back. Pay attention to the circle. And last time. Roll down through the spine. And come back to center. Return left side, right side. You're going to turn to your left. I'm going to turn to my right. Up along the center line. Left side. As you move through the circle, find any places that are tight that prevent you from keeping the circle smooth. Release the tension in those areas. Just let it go. And I'm going to one more time. Center, other side, your right. One more time. Come to center. Elbows drop down. Wrists, fingertips. Hands return to your sides. Up along the center line. Inward, outward. Or excuse me, outward, inward. Outward. I'm annoyed with myself for consistently saying this particular exercise backward. Come to center. Two more. Up along center line. Reach out. Extend over the legs. Bend the knees. Roll up through the back. Start at the bottom. Roll up through the spine. Inward. Roll down. And one more time. Outward. Inward. Come to center. Separate, pull up, come up along the center line. Arms separate, sink, straight down, circle, up along the center line. As the arms sink, the knees bend, go down, right? Pull up. Sink. Bend, keep the back straight. Straight down. Press out through both hands, pull up through the spine, pull up through the abs, both hands extend outward to both sides, pull up, hold the spine, two more. Yeah, I'm still leaning a little bit, but I never did get to where I could go all the way down without leaning just a little bit forward. And come on up. Separate, stand straight. And stay there. We talk about this particular exercise for just a second because it is one of the better leg strengthening exercises that I know about. It from ballet, grand plie is really, really good and very similar to what we're doing here. Okay, so the idea is that the back stays straight as you go down, that you're not doing this. This is the looking for the chair part. I'm looking for the chair back here. There's no chair. No chair. So straight down. What has to happen, and I'm going to do this in just a second, and we'll notice that I'm not quite straight as I get all the way down there. Yes, I am loosening my legs so I can do this. Yes. All right, so one of the things to pay attention to is that your legs are holding from the back, that you're supporting, and I was talking about this as we were going through our exercises, that you're supporting the body here. This pulls in, right? All of this across in here pulls in and up. Okay, and that's male or female, I don't care. That's what it's not up here, it's here. All right, the support comes from underneath, so your body has to hold itself in place so that your legs can bend underneath you, right? If your hip is not open enough, and that's my right hip, I'm checking on that right now. If your hip is not open enough, you won't be able to get all the way down. Hip has to be open, legs have to be strong enough to do this, all right? So I'm going to do from where I am right now, and then I'm going to turn sideways, and you'll be able to see exactly what I'm talking about. So hands circle to the front. You don't have to do this with me. Straight up, out to both sides. Both hands press outward as you sink down, and follow that circle. As you pull up. Okay? My back is not straight. Freely admit that. The legs are working pretty good. Alright? Enough. Hand circle to the front. Back to both sides. Up along center line. Okay, and the goal is that the back stays straight all the way down, which means I have to pull up a whole lot more than what I can do right now. And as you come up, the legs have to be able to unbend, if you will. Okay, so, right, as you start to come up, if the body is sitting on your legs, if you're not supported here, your body's sitting on your legs are going to have to push a whole lot harder to come up. Okay? So that being able to support yourself here gives you the ability to do some of the lower work, which is what we're working on this week. So with that in mind, let's practice our form, and then we'll do a little bit of the leg work that we've been doing, cloud hands, and I may add another exercise, we'll see. Feet together, stand straight. Pull up through the crown of the head. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Salute. Breathe out. Breathe in. Shift the weight to the right side. Open the left. Breathe out. Center. Arms up. Breathe in. Press down. Breathe out. Relax the body, relax the breath. Open. Step through. Ward off left side. Shift. Ward off right side. Grasp the bird's tail. Pull down. Press. Push. Turn. Single whip. Shift. Raise your hands. Turn. White crane spreads its wings. Brush knee. Step up. Hands from the loop. Brush knee. Shift back. Deflect downward. Parry. And punch. Shift back. Close door. Turn. Crossing hands. Turn. Diagonal brush knee. Grasp the bird's tail, pull down. Press. Push. Turn. Press out. Turn. Fist under the elbow. Reach out. Step back. Push back the monkey. Hold ball. Step behind, diagonal flying. Shift back. Raise your hands. Turn. White crane spreads its wings. Brush knee. Step up. Needle at C bottom. Step through. Bend through the back. Turn. Hold the fist. And chop. 1, 2, 3. Deflect downward. Parry. And punch. Shift back. Ward off left side. Step through. Ward off right side. Grasp the bird's tail. Pull down. Press. And push. Turn. Single whip. Turn. Both hands open. Bring the right foot in. Stand straight. Bring the left foot in. Salute. Stay there. Excuse me. Okay, so with our form practice, I talked about this a couple of times. We have the requirement to use the root that we have to sustain the movement. Root comes through the feet, being able to grab the ground just a little bit, to bring the energy up through the Yung Chuan in the feet, to sink the heel, Jiao Kun, sink the heel, pull up through the Yung Chuan, bring that up through the legs, and extend it through the body. This is part of what we call the large heavenly circle and the small heavenly circle, which is from the lower Tantien up around the back and back to the lower Tantien. We have teeny tiny heavenly circle, which is the swimming fish and the Tantien. All right, just right here, small circle, except that it's 2 circles, not just one, and they can go in different directions. Finding that can be a challenge, but it's part of what I teach. So, at any rate, this idea of building leg strength, focus on the root as you sink. The same thing holds true in our form practice. So just pay attention to that one thing. We'll do the first part of the form, and then I'll come back to cloud hands. All right. Pay attention to what you feel. What do you feel in your legs when you try to sink lower? I'm going straight down. As we go through these different moves, how does that feel? It's different for everybody, but for you, how does it feel? All right. Feet together, stand straight, pull up, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, salute, breathe out, breathe in, all the way down the right, open the left, center, arms up, press down, and open, pull up, and sink. Turn, stay down there, sink more, pull in, and press. Shift back, sink, and push. Turn, sink more, step out, shift, turn, sink, brush knee comes from underneath, hands from the loop, brush knee, deflect downward, carry, hand punch, shift back, push, turn, crossing hands, sink more and push down, stand straight, feet together, salute. I'm not going to talk about it. We're just going to do this. Cloud hands. Wide stance. Wide stance. Right? It doesn't have to be all the way, but wide. Center. Oh, this part presses out. This part presses in. Knees stay over the toes. Sit there. Yeah, sit there. This is horse stance. Except we're going to open the hips. All right? I'm going to turn around. Left side, right side. Okay. Right hand to left side. Most of my weight, about 80%, 85%, is over here on my left leg. Right leg is extended. Heel pushes down. Turn, transfer the weight. This should feel like there's substance here, that you're pulling something. That it's not empty. Substance, you can pull taffy. You can pull a rubber band, big rubber band. Push down. Other side. And turn. Sink. And turn. Extend the legs. Pull up through the body. Knees over the toes. Sit lower. And center. Come on up. All right, left side, right side. For this morning, I'm going to keep in sync. So there it was. Lot of holding through the upper part of the leg. It's not something, this type of a low stance is not something that we normally do in our day-to-day activities, right? So it takes some work. The key is that you're holding from the back of the leg, back here, not from here. If you try to do this and only support yourself through the front of the leg, you will hurt your knees. Don't do that. Alright? The low exercise that I gave yesterday, right? Still going to take me a minute to get down there, but I want to pay attention to this because it's something that for me is important as I get ready to do some things for the end of this year and going into next year. I'm making some more videos, so I need to do this because I want to. There's a couple of moves that I need to be able to show that have the low work, and I don't want to just talk about it. I want to be able to show it. Used to be able to do it. I can do it again. So with that in mind, I'm going to go to my right leg and use hands. I want to make sure that I don't run into the wall if I go backward. Okay, use your hands as you go down if you need to, right? And yep, I need to. All right, here I am. And my right leg is not near as open as it was yesterday. So my heel is up just a little bit, and I'm working to put it down. Until I can do that, I don't have all my weight on my right leg. Okay, so go to the other side. And I was having more trouble with this yesterday. It's still not good, but it's better. All right, there we go. Down, and I got the hip, I don't have the heel. All right. Yes, this is this is not a fun. It's fun when you can do it. All right, and it's one of those things that as we practice, the idea is that we develop the flexibility to do whatever it is that we wanted to do when we decide we want to do it. Some of this is more than what most people may want to try and achieve. That's okay. The concepts, how to hold your body, how to pay attention to where your weight is, how to adjust yourself through that movement into that balance point. All of that applies whether you're doing ordinary day-to-day movement or whether you're trying to do some of this other stuff. I'm going to do one more set, and then we'll close up class for today, and it's my day for that. All right, feet together, stand straight, salute, pull up, all the way to the right, open left, arms up, press down. shift, turn, ward off left side, turn, ward off right side, sink, sink more, press, shift back, sink, and push. Turn, single whip, drop the elbows in, bring the hands around, raise the hands, turn, white crane spreads its wings, brush knee, step up, hamstring the loop, brush knee, shift back, deflect downward, parry, sink, and punch. Shift back, close the door, turn, crossing hands. Open, press down, left closes, salute, stay there. Alright, so leg strength, lots of things to pay attention to. You may not see me doing this again for a little bit, but you're going to see it will come back. Alright, and there's a couple more. So I appreciate you being here. Thank you very much. I'll be back here tomorrow with Qigong, the first 9 sets, and sets 10 through 16 on Friday. Hope to see you.